I'm Callum McLean and I'm here at Battyhuish Outdoor Centre near Aviemore. Over the next 24 hours, teams will be arriving here from across the world to take part in what is almost certainly the hardest adventure race ever staged in Scotland. And we are going to be right in the heart of the action. Five days of non-stop racing, 4 members in a team, 3 core disciplines, running, cycling and kayaking. There's no set route between the various checkpoints and competitors will cover around about 500 kilometres. However, they still don't know the route. We'll be bringing you the best of the action and will also be a part of it. I'm captaining the Blustering Gales with bib number 120. We're a team that includes Mary Meldrum, a hugely successful athlete but new to this type of competition. Ultra cyclist Kerry McPhee, and completing the lineup is my old friend and passionate adventurer Angus Murray. We couldn't have a better team.
This race has such a stellar reputation. We've been hearing about it for years and it's been on our bucket list and we had to make it over. It's worth the travel.
Really, we just want to race as hard and as far as we can, see some great places, have a lot of fun.
I think we love it because it's tough, and it's the fact that it's tough and you have to dig deep that makes it really, really appealing.
Not worrying about anything else but just getting from one point to the other. As you can see, people going in different directions, and it may not necessarily be the fastest team that wins, but certainly the team that gets the navigation straight on point will do well.
So Mitch is there to help you keep moving. So, here you go.
Unusually for an ITERA, only the first half of the race was revealed at the briefing, where it was confirmed that we'd be heading for Shieldig for a headland run to start the race. That would be followed by a kayak stage in Loch Torridon, a trek over some of Torridon's iconic peaks to Kinlochhew, before a long bike ride to Abriachan. The organisers estimated a 5-hour paddle stage down Loch Ness before a surprise special stage at Foyers. The teams then make their way to Lagan, from where they follow the Spey back to Battyhuish and the end of the first part of the race.
It's always fun designing courses. For me, it's about a journey and giving people an experience. So it's always fun to try and find places you think some interesting stuff, taking people to places they haven't been to before, and just giving them a great experience.
We've been living with this event for maybe 18 months. It's been in the planning for that long. And it's such a relief to have been able to tell other people the secret. We've been itching to tell the full story of this course. And that was great. So we're nearly there. It's been a long process and we're nearly there now.
We're just on the first bit of the map here, but yeah, it's a really exciting route, like going over the ridge lines into Corrie McVick, which is spectacular in that area there, with the Lochan up high.
The race is about to start and teams have had overnight to make their plans and plot their routes. It starts in Torridon, so we've got a wee while to relax on the bus ride there, and after that it's going to be full on. I feel quite good about the first paddle. It's taken us up to Loch Torridon where a few of us have paddled, very similar bits to the course, which is quite good. And then we're going into mountains that all of us, well most of us know pretty well I think, especially Mary, part that goes through the Keltman route that she's done umpteen times.
I was delighted to hear that we were going through Torridon and then to see the hills we were going to go up.
And how's the forecast looking?
We're going to be riding, walking, kayaking into the sunshine by Tuesday.
It's a good way to think of it.
Yeah, it is. You've got to be tragically optimistic at all times.
Yeah. So what happens before Tuesday?
You maintain tragic optimism. But the weather is going to get better.
Okay.
It's going to get better, even if it's Roebuck when you're in it.
Ah, yes, 12 o'clock. Adventure race mode.
Adventure race mode activated.
I hope you have an amazing few days. I hope you see some incredible parts of Scotland. I think you're going to have a good time. So, we are pretty close now. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The organisers expect only around a third of the 23 teams to hit every checkpoint. And as we won't be able to follow the race ahead, there's no one better to watch the twists and turns than our adventure racing expert, Patrick Winterton.
So they're off on stage 1. It's only a short run by their standards. Already you can see that some teams have very small packs, some have big packs that they're going to carry around this first stage. They only have to have mandatory kit because at the end of this run, they pick up their kayaks and they get a kayak bag, obviously wanting wetsuits or certainly decent waterproofs for that stage. But the kit they carry is so important, and the slower teams want decent sleeping bags if they're going to stop. The experienced guys probably aiming to go straight through and just sleep under a bush. We'll see how it goes.
Each stage of the race has a number of checkpoints which are recorded electronically, all of which need to be visited for a team to be ranked on the full race course. However, as long as all the mandatory points are visited, teams can miss out checkpoints as they see fit, but they will incur time penalties as a result.
I'm the one who can't navigate.
Here, babe.
Go right past it.
Walk straight past it, first of all, which is a bit silly. But, yeah, it feels nice to take it off. It's just so busy with everyone still. It'll be nicer when it spreads out, I think.
I'm feeling great because I can't navigate and I found the place to dip. So, how good does that feel? Yes. Can't wait to the paddle though. I've always wanted to paddle around here. What an opportunity to be able to go do that.
So Loch Torridon's the venue for the first paddle, and it's going to be about 16k. I expect these boats, probably, if they're going well, they'll do 5k an hour. So we're looking at 3 hours on the water. Luckily, the conditions are okay. It's calmed down from yesterday, 40 knot winds yesterday. It's a lot kinder than that at the moment, so it should go well on the first kayak stage. So that's the first team in after leg one, and it's Team Leaping Fish, captained by Nick Gracie, who's probably the most experienced athlete in the field. He always goes out hard, and the reason is that it gives him the opportunity to sleep later on. So it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on.
I think at stage 7 we've looked to sleep, and then we'll sleep on the third night. Again, probably 1 or 2 hours the first night, depending what we find. 1 or 2 hours on the third night, and then the last night we'll just see where we are. That might be when, you know, that's cat naps. You can just stop for 10 minutes and sometimes that's enough.
Yeah.
But the whole race, we'll probably sleep for 4 hours max, I would say, on a 4-day race. So it's not much.
You know, the paddlers amongst the teams would rather be in a sort of performance sea kayak or a surf ski, but this makes the race accessible to everyone. It's harder to tip this over than it is to stay upright in it. One of the main features is you're not in a cockpit, so they're a whole lot colder. So what they wear, and I think a lot of them will be wearing wetsuits, is really important. The other feature is they're wide. So every time you take your paddle out of the water, they come to a grinding halt.
I was putting the seat in the wrong place for the first 2 minutes there. Just getting a boat and move, that's all we kind of want. So the quicker we answer and less confusion, all the better, I think.
Yeah.
These are not the most hydrodynamic boats in the world, but everyone's in the same thing, so that's fine.
While much more stable than most kayaks, it's not impossible for them to be capsized, as the Benally racers found out.
Oh, it's Stuart.
Well, the wind's really picked up there for crossing the loch. I would say it was a gusting 5 into the wind, a bit unpredictable. We saw someone capsize quite close to us, and they struggled to get back into their kayaks. So it was slow progress for that section, but that was the one bit where you were starting to question how fast we were going. But then you sort of realised everybody's in the same boat.
The leading teams completed stage 2 in a little under 3 hours and set out for stage 3 through the iconic Torridon landscape.
Maybe the weather gets better, what do you reckon?
Hey, I reckon we've got good weather coming.
There's a heat wave in the rest of the UK.
Yeah.
Woo!
How's the team getting on? Yeah, good. Taking it quite easy. Early days, we're only 4 or 5 hours in, so we've done like 2% of the race. It's a bit of a race now, isn't it?
It's a long time yet to go before the race starts. I think the first thing is that we all finish, the 4 of us as a team. have a good time exploring Scotland, exploring some new places, have a bit of fun, and yeah, see how we arrive over the finish line.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. We've had a nice 5k run, 3-hour paddle on a loch. See look? Yeah, I lied. I hated it. I don't like paddling. Quite nice getting out to the checkpoint. And now we're doing our favourite thing, which is hiking in the mountains. What's not to know?
How you feel, Kerry?
Good. Right, conditions in the Highlands today, alright.
Just lately, not too much.
No, it's good. Beautiful.
How's your day been so far?
Good. We're loving it.
Yep.
I find going uphill, which I shouldn't do normally, harder, so I stay ahead on the flat, but then we need to stay together as a team.
How you feeling?
Yeah, quite good. I think there's decisions getting made for this section, so interesting to see what the quickest route is from here.
Are you getting any inputs into the decision?
I'd like to go up and over personally. It's definitely the most efficient for time.
It's great to be in a team where you've got that like energy to keep making progress, and it is infectious when everyone's got that that bug of like we need to keep moving, we need to keep pushing ourselves. And there are times when you have little lulls, and it takes a bit of commitment from the team to all respond to when somebody's giving that spark of like, yeah, we've all got a bit flat now. That somebody will try and ignite it again, and then if everyone realises that, embraces it, then we can make progress again.
Picking out the quickest routes between checkpoints is crucial, with many teams having at least one experienced orienteer looking after the navigation.
That's where we're hoping that everyone else wanders around in circles for a couple of hours and gets lost, and we can just go straight through.
So the navigation is absolutely key. So there's quite a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, but it's what I enjoy. You know, I come up here for a holiday, and just finding checkpoints is a great adventure, really.
Like the London Marathon, the event attracts athletes of all standards. But for the top teams, the prize is a place in the Adventure Racing World Championships in France next year.
Team Endurance Life are just about to come round the corner. So they got out of the last transition, 3-4 minutes ahead of everyone else. And they've extended that lead to 30-40 minutes on the first of the mountain stages. So they'll be delighted with the way things are going. Two really experienced athletes, a couple who only raced last year for the first time. So it remains to be seen how they get on the expedition race. But they've set a good pace, been running most of the way. Well done, guys. All good?
Pretty well, thanks.
How you doing, guys?
Doing good.
There you go.
Hiya.
As the leading teams approach Transition 3, the Blustering Gales team of Callum, Marry, Kerry and Angus are 2 hours behind at checkpoint 5.
I think it's definitely a bit of time. But
So what did he say?
Said them when you're going along the ridge.
He didn't want us to, or he said
you could go up and over maybe.
We're going to take the road. There's two routes. That way's quicker, that way's shorter. It might not be quicker, but it's just broken ground the whole way, around about 7.5k we think. This way is definitely longer, around about 16k, but we're going to be on a path, and then it's hard to slog along a road. It's not a nice decision to make this, because it might be a couple hours moving, but I just know the ground's horrible that way. I've got to make a decision, so let's make it on. Stick.
Welcome. Hey guys.
So Endurance Life now making the move out of transition. That was probably 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes to make up the bikes, change the gear that they needed, have a little bit of food, sign in, sign out, put the bikes boxes back and all the gear ready to go back on the transport. So that's really, really efficient, just an indication of how experienced they are. And I think that's what's going to stand them in good stead later on. And even more remarkably, despite this midge hell, they're still smiling. So spirits are obviously high. Endurance Life away, and they're going to have a decent lead going into stage 4. Happy with the route on that one?
Yeah, good. These guys did a great job with the navigation, yeah.
Brilliant.
Really, really good, yeah.
Yeah, it was a really nice, just really nice, massive valleys that we went through. That, yeah, we wouldn't have gone through otherwise.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure many other people go through them either, so...
No, you're right.
But definitely nicer than up on the tops.
Yeah, not tempted. A couple of teams, I think, have gone over the top. You weren't tempted by that?
We were tempted, but then there were a couple of gusts on our way up to the checkpoint by the lake that were quite strong, and we just were like, oh no, that's not...
I can't remember where I put my Megi net, which is a bit worrying, but...
So that's Team Leaping Fish on the way. In and out of transition, pretty sharpish. And we should have the third team out fairly shortly, which will be Rachel's Irish Adventures. So were you happy with that route, Rachel?
Yeah, I think the navigators did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you came around the north side of the hill or over the top?
We didn't come over the top.
On the side, yeah. Just round the side. You've got a big bike ride coming up. You going east or south from here?
East.
East? Yeah. Any particular reason for that choice?
Didn't see the point to go by the pass. I think we thought it was a bit faster to go the other way, so we'll see if that's right or not.
Here we go then, Rachel's Irish Adventures back on the road out of the transition in third place. Now the first two teams are going 24 hours with no sleep whatsoever. Rachel's team haven't decided yet, but I suspect if the midges are as bad as this, they're not going to stop for a minute, so they should go right the way through the bike ride as well. 9 hours in, 50 minutes separating teams 1 and 3. Sounds a lot, but actually, in the large scale of things, with 5 days of racing and 1 navigation error can wipe away a lead of half an hour, no problem at all. So it's still pretty tight at the front of the field.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How we doing?
Oh, good to see you.
So yeah, we've been coming along the road for quite a long time, which is not the most fun, especially in such a beautiful place. Or like, you know, you're among the mountains, you're on the road, hey-ho. So I've been walking and then running and then walking and then running, walking, running. And in hindsight, coming along the road, we put more distance into our legs, even though time might be similar. So we might have gone for the other way, but you'd be navving in the dark on broken ground, so neither is a great decision, but such a long distance thing, you gotta make your decision, stick by it, and then you live with it anyway, no matter what. So that's what we're doing. We're on the hunt for a checkpoint. Try to do the full course, so we've got to try and get every single checkpoint right now. Trying to find checkpoint 3.6 and wondering if we shouldn't have bothered. Paul said something yesterday, don't kill yourselves on the first day trying to get everything. So, yeah, we can have a wee wonder when we're back down from this, have a wee chat about time management and making smart decisions.
I'm still smiling.
Yeah.
The first checkpoint on stage 4 towards Loch Ness is mandatory, but the course designer has given teams 2 clear options to get there.
1 o'clock? 1 o'clock, yeah. So 13 hours in. It's been an eventful day. We had a little bit of a wasps thing. Yeah, I got stung on the first run and had a reaction to it. I've been managing that. And then we did a bit of swimming. Somebody did some swimming practice on the kayak. In Loch Torridon, which was delightful. Yeah, we loved that. Yeah, enjoyed that, and yeah, it's been good. It's been good so far. The weather was a bit rough earlier on, but it seems to have calmed down a bit now. So, yeah, we're all good. So, yeah, we've elected to go this way. Let's see what happens.
I'm absolutely loving it. That's what I meant to say, isn't it? Yeah, loving life. Never been better. Tickety boo. Oh, did I say that with conviction?
Right, if we can stay on the road a bit longer, we'll get a decent tailwind up there. And then we just do an out and back for the mandatory control. But then again, it's on a minor road, so it's only, you know, it's like 5.5k. Yeah, so I mean, again, you're going to.
That might be rough as well.
I hear the course planner was rubbing his hands with glee at all the different route choices on the previous stage. Jelly bean?
To consume enough calories on a race like this, you have to be able to eat on the go. And for the less experienced teams, sweets are a favourite.
Good luck.
Thank you.
UK. Thanks, guys.
The Endurance Life team certainly won stage 3 by a good 40 minutes. Leaping Fish pulled 30 minutes back going into the end of the bike ride last night. And they're now on stage 5, the kayak. And as they approached Urquhart Castle, there was less than a kilometre between the two leading teams.
Good. Okay, guys, so boats at the back of the train.
It's just super windy. It's calmed down now. It's better than it was.
And your tactics on the boat?
Yeah, we went way at the shore, stay on the shores, and then the team ahead of us, Endurance Life, they cut across too early and were fighting the waves. We went almost up parallel with the castle, and then we cut across, and that worked much better.
Yeah.
We made up about 20 minutes on them there, I think.
Now, slightly unusually, they have to spend 90 minutes at least on this stage. They won't be released until the 90 minutes is up, so there's no rush. There's a chance to refuel. There's a chance maybe to get a tiny little bit of sleep before they head out, get some food in and some drink, of course, and get the spirits up, because that's been a really, really tough 26 hours non-stop.
And as Endurance Life arrive at Foyers, there's time to reflect on a challenging kayak stage.
Possibly one of the worst experiences of my life.
That's a long time in the loch.
That is a long time paddling.
The first special stage of the race is a canyoning challenge in Foyers, with teams dropping into a deep pool before making their way to 3 checkpoints through the gorge and against the backdrop of its impressive waterfall.
So, wetsuits on, PFD's on, harnesses on, please, and then we'll have a wee briefing as to what happens next. Okay?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Shattered.
You're doing really well, guys, yeah?
You say all the right things.
No, you are. Way a better job than I could have done.
So you see how we put these bad boys on?
Yeah, it's like wrestling an angry lion, isn't it?
I am an angry lion. Yeah.
How are you doing? Are you enjoying this?
Well, yeah,
You've been doing awesome, boys.
Yeah, we're doing good.
You going to win?
Well, I'm not sure.
You are.
We're doing well.
Yeah, you are. Very well.
But still a long way to go, eh?
There's a long gap between you all. There's about 9 hours.
No.
Yeah.
No. What team behind us?
No, from first to last.
Oh, yeah, but we don't care about the last. We care about the second and third.
Keep your hands, that's the rope that you're going to pull.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay?
Yeah, more or less.
Right, okay. So keep holding that.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
For safety reasons and due to the fact that there may be congestion in the gorge, each team is given a minimum of 90 minutes to complete the stage.
Keep going. Keep going. Are you ready? Okay!
I'm really scared of water.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why?
This is my worst part.
Water is amazing.
Yeah, I'd almost drowned at PXC.
Well, this is the best way to get over that, isn't it?
I've done 3 Ironman in sea, so I've done 5 total, but I've learned to get over it. Right. But it doesn't make me filled with happiness, you know? No. I'll do it. It's part of the race. You've got to challenge yourself and do things that make you less comfortable. I also really need a poo.
Oh,
so
excellent.
It might come out. Do I spin that way or not?
Watch your right hand. You need to go under. Yeah.
I'm on it.
Right, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, release.
Right on that hill with it. That's it. And keep smiling. There's a part down there which is a climb down. We've put a rope in. A couple of guys have slipped on it already. So sit down on your backside and just lower yourself down it.
Stage 7 is a bike ride over the Monolith Mountains with a checkpoint at an impressive life-size landmark.
We had a beautiful descent down General Wade Road, is it?
Yeah, off Lockhart. The point of Lockhart, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Lockhart, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that was really fun. And yeah, now, nice steady way climb.
Yeah.
Now, over 7 hours behind the leaders and with the sun setting, the blustering gales arrive at Foyers, knowing that the canyoning challenge would be completed in the dark.
Yeah, that was way nicer, a way nicer hike than yesterday. Just much more enjoyable. We hugged the coast a lot more.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so I need you to kind of walk down that wall steadily. I've got you.
Yeah, yeah.
We're now well into the second night of the event, just outside Lagan Village Hall, which is transition number 7. They're going to go from the bikes into the kayaks. Now, the 2 leading teams, true to their word, have not had a wink of sleep since the start of the race. But it's a difficult decision for the leaders. They've only got a slender 1 hour advantage. Do they want to throw it away? Do they want to try and hold on to it? We're going to find out in the next hour or so. It would be nice to show you the team actually dropping off to sleep, but they've wisely locked the toilet door. That means that the second team won't be able to join them, and probably quite a wise move. It's a quiet area. It's very warm. The temperature's changed dramatically from last night, so a chance to get 90 minutes sleep or so.
That's kind of normal. The thing about transition areas is they can be, particularly in busy races or big races, they can be quite noisy places. And so teams will sometimes look to kind of be just outside the transition area because they'll sleep better there. So these guys will have calculated this. They'll have worked out from the schematic and the course maps when we did the briefing a couple of days ago. They'll have done all their timings and they'll have realised that this is the time that they're going to need to sleep. It'll be the right time of day. It's just before a paddling section. So it all kind of fits for them. So they'll have used modern technology. They'll have been on Google Earth and Street View and they'll have worked out during that kind of time on Saturday evening, they'll have worked out that there was somewhere suitable for them to sleep that was outside of transition.
Unless you want to switch around, whichever works for you. Where are we going?
Well done, guys.
Straight on, there's an arrow, straight on.
So Endurance Life, our second team, are in. absolutely no reaction when they saw that Leaping Fish hadn't signed in to the transition. But these guys have raced against each other, they've raced with each other, they know each other's tricks, so I don't think there's any surprises there. Now, they've opted for a slightly different sleeping strategy. They're going for 10 minutes, and if that's the case and they hold to that, they will overtake Leaping Fish, who are about halfway through their hour-and-a-half kip. They'll go 10 minutes sleep, straight onto the kayaks, and they might go for a slightly longer sleep when they get to the other end. We'll see how that pans out. But interesting to see that the team captain, Natalie Taylor, who's a medic and had plenty of years of practice of going without sleep, she's put the boys to bed and she's going on getting all the drinks sorted out, sorting out the food, sorting out the bags for the next leg. But 10 minutes after 40 hours on the go doesn't seem very much. So what's the thinking behind the 10-minute nap?
So
our sleeping stuff's not here.
Okay, our sleeping stuff's not here. Our navigators need a little bit of a rest. We really want to sleep in a tent and have quality sleep, and our tents will be at the next transition, but it's not safe to get on the river without these guys fresh. So 10 minutes, it's scientifically proven. If you're sleeping less than 4 hours anyway, 10 minutes is just as good as 2 hours.
So that's Endurance Life away, out of transition 7, onto stage 8, the kayak down at Kingussie. And the lead has changed again. That's about the 5th, 6th time the lead's changed in this race, and I don't think it's going to be the last one. Now, you heard it from the doctor, 10 minutes sleep is as good as anything under 4 hours. The Leaping Fish have become the Sleeping Fish. We've got to go and find out what they're up to, what they're going to do from here, because I think they'll be a bit surprised that Endurance Life have gone through.
We've always wanted to sleep before the kayak, because it's on the kayak, the place where you get the most sleepy, so you can be very inefficient. We've all had a sleep now, so we'll be just stronger on the kayak. And we were going to look at a farmhouse or something like that, but in the end we just went with what we found, and that was perfect. It was warm, it was cosy, and we got kind of.
And then they take the bikes as they are in the van.
Any reasoning behind the time?
Yeah.
Well, if you come off the water when you're wet, you're just so cold.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to transition again, and then it's kind of, you know, right into the night. So it felt like the best time.
So that's Team Leaping Fish on their way on the Spey. Unbelievably, they came in to this transition an hour and 10 minutes ahead of Endurance Life. They're now 55 minutes behind them, so that's a massive swing. But they are one crucial sleep ahead. On average, Leaping Fish are losing 5 minutes. We've still got, 7, 8, 9 transitions to go, so that could be another 40 minutes thrown away. And the way this race is going, 40 minutes is going to decide who wins and who loses.
Morning.
You feeling okay?
Cold.
That went on and on forever.
No more pedaling.
As Leaping Fish arrive at the Dell, the home of Kingussie Shinty Club, they take note that covered in midges and cold, Endurance Life are not getting quality sleep.
First description for checkpoint 9-1. Small green gate on northwest side of ruined building 13 northwest of Redfin Barracks. Yeah. A small green gate on northwest side. Where's that? I'll just show this over there. Probably around there. That's right over there. Go around to the almost close. Got it.
Yeah, that sleep will do them no favours, really. Terrible place to sleep. Midges, noisy daylight, probably a bit cold coming off the water. Yeah, but we had a nice sleep in a toilet.
How are you feeling after your sleep? Well, it wasn't quite as long as we're hoping for. But all right, for now, better than when I came in. I think you might catch up with us later on. Yeah. So we'll see.
Did you get midged?
Yeah, I forgot to put my midge hat on, and then got in the bag, so it wasn't ideal. But it's nowhere near as bad as here as it was at where we were a few transitions ago in Kinlochie or something. That was proper midges.
Yeah.
As Endurance Life approached the Stage 9 checkpoint at Ruthven Barracks, the blustering gales are still making their way to Lagan on Stage 7, but still thinking clearly and competitively.
They've been on our tail. Well, we caught them, they've got us, we've got them. We've just let them pass because the hike-a-bike it's not a waymarked route. It's basically just like from this end of the road across. And I reckon there'll probably be bike tracks and footprints on it anyway, which we can follow. But it does no harm to have another team ahead either. And it saves us a bit of time with turning off here or aiming for there. So, yeah, a little bit tactical, save a bit of mental load.
Just had a really strong bike ride. Sun's come out.
Yeah.
Not so much light.
Back with the leaders at the head of the race and on the last leg before the teams receive the map for the second part of the course. There's over 30 minutes between the top two.
It's actually a pretty big climb, this.
Team Leaping Fish are already anticipating the second part of the race as they reach the transition, while behind them the two checkpoints above Badaguish have still to be reached by Natalie Taylor and her Endurance Live team.
How's the kayak this morning?
Oh, way better than the kayak number 2. But oh my gosh, we were glad to get out of that. There was a nice little raft to it then.
Yeah.
One time we thought we were going to fall in. So, ending stage 9B, gonna go to 10. So, key is you 3 on maps.
Yep.
I'll heat up everyone's DI meals that I've got in a pack, and I'll bring those over to you. Water bottle's already filled, but I'm gonna bring you all a water bottle just so you can drink while you're marking up maps. The map marking kit is in Ian and I's bag, and then we're good to get on the bike. If you need anything, let me know. And I'll just be sitting there waiting to help. If you want to rub up your back while you're doing it, we can loosen it off. So anyone's got any stiff muscles, let's use and abuse. I'll get their thumbs in to get that sorted. Yeah. Any bits that we need to sort out personally, taping, blisters, anything like that. Minus obviously bumpy, that's all.
Welcome back. Captain in to sign in and get your maps.
Thanks so much. You know, I like to go on a rapid.
Talk about something you enjoy.
All the mountain biking. So we've got some checkpoint updates here and just some information from Tom coming in a moment when you've had a chance to have a look. Excellent.
As the teams reach transition back at Badaguish, they're given the maps for the second half of the race. First, a bike stage to Glenlivet, a trek up Ben Rinnes, and then another bike ride to Garmouth at Spey Bay. The penultimate stage has 2 quite different orienteering challenges, one on the sand dunes of the Murray coast. Then there's a final long dash for the finish, but there's a twist in the tail. Special challenges at Lochendorp Castle and Huntly's Cave.
Oh, so good.
Oh, it's definitely become some kind of addiction. I guess for this race, big draw, it's at home soil. It's lovely to race in Scotland. I haven't raced up here for a long time. Great location. You just want to keep doing it, really. There's a bit of FOMO probably as well. Nice to race with new friends and old friends. So yeah, there's a lot of reason to come back.
For the first time, a third of the teams in this year's ITERA are captained by women.
Right then, let's go.
And at the head of the field, Natalie Taylor is driving her team forward as they end stage 11 and head to Ben Rinnis in pursuit of Team Leaping Fish.
Hey.
How you on?
Yeah, good. Let's give it a walk in the sun.
Nice.
Unlike the previous stages, the 3 checkpoints on the summit can be taken in any order, presenting the navigators with an additional challenge to plot the fastest route among a number of options. With no mandatory checkpoints in the second part of the race, teams can miss them out as they see fit, but will no longer be classified as being on the full course. From transition, the teams are back on the bikes along the Speyside Way to Garmouth, and Team Leaping Fish have now opened up a 2-hour gap at the start of the penultimate stage. It's theirs to lose.
Oh, these are fine.
They should be all right.
Yeah, they're fine. They're just off the path.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's been no problem. All are mandatory.
Everything in order.
In order.
Yeah.
Bring mandatory rows.
Happy days.
Good.
Good to go.
Bye. See you later.
So that's Leaping Fish away from the transition and now setting off on what is essentially the crux of the whole course. 2 orienteering special sections in succession. 30k minimum distance, probably closer to 40 if they make any mistakes. So it's going to be really tricky. The course organisers thought this is where they would stop and wait for the daylight. But no, the orienteers are confident. So it looks as though they really are going to go through the whole night. And that will make, what, 75, 76 hours with only an hour and a quarter's sleep. It's crazy.
But did you want to get to the start kite, or are you happy here?
No, start kite's about 50 yards that way, it's fine.
All right, let's do it. Just here. I'm sleeping here. When we're all ready, we'll do 20 minutes.
Despite indications to the contrary, Leaping Fish decide to grab a short sleep before the orienteering.
Night.
No, put the camera off.
It actually is really tough. You know, you spend a lot to get here, ask a lot of friends and family, and get 4 people on the start line is the hardest part of adventure racing, and a lot of appreciation for being out in such a beautiful country on such a beautiful night and with such beautiful people here. So we're thankful.
You don't know where we are. Simple as that.
After 60 hours of racing, our bodies are hurting and our brains are fried. Lost on the hills above Badiguish, we were worried we wouldn't make the cut-off and we'd be out of the race. Tired and disoriented, we just wanted to get our heads down. Next morning, good and bad news. We were still in contention, but with feet shredded, we couldn't complete every stage. A big disappointment after what we'd been through, and now, with no clear plan, we decided to press on and have fun.
Well, they let us in here. We haven't washed for a long time. When you swam. What's your name? Is that everything?
That's all fine, yeah.
It's £51 and 6. Do you need a receipt?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, that's an achievement, 51.
Don't tell her you just spilled it all over the floor. I'm going to take my food off you and give you your food. That's yours. Cool, let's get here. Can you walk with us? Yeah.
There's some tricky controls, and it's always hard when you're sleep deprived, but between us we've got a very capable navigating team, so any time that we've struggled, we've just come third, and between us we've managed to solve them all pretty well. So yeah, very pleased on the whole.
2 compasses between us?
Yeah.
Good. I've got the first aid. Everyone's got a headlight now. We've gone from bike, yeah?
Yeah.
Ian, have you got a headlight?
Headlight?
Yeah, mandatory kit. Have you got a torch?
Oh, head torch, yeah.
Cool.
Endurance Life have been remarkably quick in this transition and ruthlessly efficient. Really impressive considering the time they've been going. We're now at 65.5 hours. They've had a couple of hours sleep, but no more than that. Now, we do know that Leaping Fish took a break. They slept early on in the orienteering leg. They're only a kilometre or so ahead, so we're now down, I suspect, to way under an hour and a half between the two teams. It's closing up.
Does anyone need to move?
Is this next one on the beach, Claire, somewhere?
So the next one is a ruin that's in this like rug.
Yeah.
But it's got like the entrance.
Nick? I think we're a bit far.
Hold on.
Kinked in a little bit there.
Oh yeah, we've got like there.
What do we look for? Hill? Something else? No. And this line, eh?
Good morning, isn't it?
Morning.
Enjoy. Good luck. Did you get all the markers?
Yeah, all good.
Is that them all done now?
This is the last one.
Ah, cool.
And then we've got to go around the school, which should be technically rather easier.
How did you find it as you got into more of the dunes?
Yeah, pretty good to be honest. No real nightmares. A few fairly indistinct tracks. Quite a lot more vegetation growth than when it was mapped, so sometimes you were kind of like, it's supposed to be a small green bush and it's like a forest.
This one there, maybe?
Yeah.
Or maybe here.
Or are you just counting them?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, got it. 13. Lucky for us.
This is the penultimate special section here at Lockham Daub. A paddle out to the island, but there's a catch. They've only got one boat and one paddle, and only 3 of them are allowed on the kayak at any one time. So they're going to have to work out whether they swim or do they do a shuttle. Team Leaping Fish have opted for the shuttle strategy, with Nick Gracie and Claire Dallimore taking the first trip to the castle.
We thought we had less of a lead, actually. We thought it was about an hour. So that's given us a nice cushion. And we've actually moved quite well on this ride. So I would imagine, being conservative, I'd say they've made up 10 minutes on us, so it won't be much in it.
I'm quite organised, but only in only in adventure racing. But I mainly just hate faff.
Yeah, but does that come from your background in caving, where you need to be organised, or is it your job, or what?
I don't know. I'm not desperate. I probably wouldn't be described as organised at work. When you need to be efficient, if you're sat around faffing, then you could cycle faster. But if you then stand still for 15 minutes, then you could just cycle slower and be a bit more organised. So it's all about just kind of maintaining your energy supplies and being efficient, really.
So Leaping Fish have completed the penultimate special stage. One more to go, which is about 8 kilometres away. And then in total, about 60 kilometres of biking. That is it. They'll be done. There's a chance they might finish tonight, although it's a little bit slim. I think we're looking at 1 o'clock in the morning, and that won't bother them. They know they have a 2-hour lead over Endurance Life, and they also know that's a big cushion at this stage of the race.
But there was no real sign of complacency. I think they know that it's, one mechanical, a broken derailleur, something like that can easily scupper their chances.
The final special stage involves a zip wire to the first of 2 checkpoints, with the team scrambling back to the entry point, a task which the leaders look to be taking in their stride.
Got one dibber in the bottom, which you have to dib before you can come out. Do you all understand that? Yeah. Okay, so once you've done that, make your way back up the path at the side. There is arrows in there to show you the way. You've done awesome, by the way. We've been watching all of you. It's a wicked thing what you're doing. Very proud of you.
Just for holiday.
It's a holiday.
It is.
Okay, so if you kind of see over the edge, there's a grassy banking down
Do you want me
there.
to sit down?
So you can also or face me and kind of just walk down the wall, whichever's easiest for you, do you think?
That's the first one, so you can probably see the
Get you down nice and steady. And once you're down and sat on it, then I'll zip you across. All right? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all good, thanks.
Good to go?
Yeah.
Keep doing.
Come on. There you go. There we go.
Okay.
Just mind your hands on the thing. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, all the way over to that rock behind you. Get your feet on there. All right, onto the rock. Grab the rope if you need to bring yourself up onto it. Yeah.
Now it's Endurance Life's turn to take on the Huntley's Cave Challenge. The gap has reduced slightly, but they're still just over an hour behind the leaders.
Whoever's ready, go.
Yeah.
So your dibber is there, look. Dib. So where's your carabiner? Yeah. Can I grab it or do you want to grab
touch
it?
me. Yeah, of course you can.
All right, no
Don't
bother.
touch. Do you think he's touched me?
Don't.
You gotta get cheap through us somehow. That's why we do adventure racing.
Suitably dramatic.
Whoa!
It's all right, coming in. So, I'm going to bring you up to the higher rock, which
I
is
really
just
am
behind.
quite sure. Hold on.
Yeah.
Anyone else hit the tree?
All right.
No, you're the first.
Yeah, you just got a bit more of a left-right swing going on. You just bit the tree. Yeah, bring yourself up onto the rock, bro. You got it.
And so, barring a mechanical failure on the bikes, it's time for Nick Gracie to lead his team of Wouter Hootsing, Tom Davis and Claire Dallimore to the finish line at Badaguish. Over 84 hours, travelling at least 500 kilometres across the Highlands on foot, bike and kayak, they take the ITERA 2025 title. Having won the world title alongside course designer Tom Gibbs in Portugal in 2009, Gracie and Team Leaping Fish become the first to qualify for the World Championships in France next year.
For me, Scotland's the most beautiful country in the world. Hands down, I've been lucky enough to race everywhere, and this is my favourite place to race. It's amazing. I think it's got the natural beauty, and then you go around the corner and there's this like ancient ruin that you wouldn't get in New Zealand or Patagonia. So I think it's amazing. For Wouter, this is a big step for him because he's now, I think, officially the first Dutch person to have won an ARWS race.
And you were called in at the last minute. So how did you get ready for this?
I dropped my running training because I knew running I would probably be the strongest. I just went for paddling 3 times a week and riding my bike everywhere.
It was bike heavy, which suited us. There was a lot of paddling, which suits us. So we were kind of thinking, yeah, this could work for us.
Went a bit fast, actually. Feels like it was just a weekend. But no, it was good, really good. Teammates were amazing. Claire was just doing it's an amazing job of navigating. Definitely MVP, most valuable player of the team.
But I don't know. I think it probably attracts a certain type of person. And yeah, like I work shifts, and so I'm very used to operating, and I have a busy lifestyle, so I'm very used to operating when I maybe don't have quite as much sleep as other people might choose to have. And so yeah, I tend to function very well on not that much sleep.
A word for Endurance Life, who've really made the race by keeping pressure on you.
It was really nice to have someone pushing us. And we were pushing them at the start. They were, 40 minutes ahead of us going into the paddle. So we were, and we knew how they're really strong runners. And normally in a race, you can make it the most time running. but luckily this course was a bit more bike heavy. But yeah, no, it was great to have them, and they're strong. You know, we used to race with Natalie, so yeah, they're a good team.
The other team were super strong, and we just were really appreciative to have somebody to race against, because we said, like, on the course, how it was just really nice to actually be racing rather than just, you know, going through the motions. You actually had somebody to compete against. And
oh yeah, in today's world, like, you very rarely get a chance to just be present, and it's so simple. All you've got to do is keep making progress, look after each other, do simple things well, and enjoy being in nature, and hopefully the midges are blown away, and then you can actually stand still for a little bit longer. So.
Like in normal life, you just don't do this sort of thing, and to like come together with a bunch of people and like dig this deep, we have to do that to end up here, right?
After 3.5 days of non-stop racing, just over an hour separated the top 2 teams. Although not completing the full course, the blustering gales were still ranked, enjoying the challenges at Loch-in-Daub and Huntly's Cave before crossing the finish line. Rachel's Irish Adventures completed the Huntly's Cave stage in daylight, and despite arriving at Badaguish after Callum and the team, they finished 3rd.
So confirmation of the result. Leaping Fish completing the course in 84 hours 35 minutes. Second were Endurance Life at the time of 86 hours and 39 minutes, with Rachel's Irish Adventures completing the event in 98 hours and 59 minutes. With time penalties added, we completed the course in a total time of 143 hours and 46 minutes, ranked 15th overall.
A fantastic performance from our winners. Next time, and I think there could be a next time, I won't be captain and navigator. I've spent a hugely enjoyable 5 days in the company of Kerry, Mary and Angus. Challenging days, but I'm really proud of our performance. For all who towed the line at the start, we've travelled together through the dramatic landscapes of this stunning part of Scotland. We've learned a lot, and together, I think we've shared something quite special. From all of us here, goodbye.